Hi. All right. This time I wanted to talk to more about you know, when you feel that new chapter coming in, and it's like that there's gonna be new people, there's gonna be new people in your life, and knowing when you have to cut some people off. There's like certain years where you just like observe and you check where you observe everybody's actions, their words, and you're like, wait, okay, this person is disrespecting me and using insults and disguising them as jokes. I feel like what people don't talk about is that it actually hurts and it feels hard having to let someone go that you probably knew for a long time. But new chapters aren't always a bad thing. Sometimes it's just you're not in the same wavelength as somebody anymore, and that's okay. And I feel like that's also part of growing up. I feel like some of us are used to like having childhood friends and staying friends with them for the rest of our lives, even though we don't have anything in common anymore besides the memories we once shared. But I feel like new chapters are fun because most of the times they're like you don't know what's going on. You don't know what the unknown is scary to some people, but it doesn't have to be. Like you can feel okay feeling like scared, anxious of like what's to come. That's normal. We're human. But I feel like new chapters in life are sometimes needed in order to grow more. This being like if you need to travel to like discover yourself as uh like an individual rather as like a brother, a cousin, a friend. Like you want to discover who you are. I just feel like new chapters, like I said, are new necessary. Like understanding when you have to let go of people, understanding when you're the problem because sometimes hard to admit, especially if you're prideful. But sometimes having to admit that you're the problem is even like uh, a sign of maturity or growth, where you're like no longer denying that, wait, I do have toxic behaviors or toxic traits that I don't like about myself. So I feel like with the new chapter, what people don't talk about is also like understanding when you have to change too. Sometimes it's not even cutting people off, it's cutting your toxic traits or cutting your toxic behaviors or your toxic coping mechanisms because most of us need coping mechanisms like new ones as we go with life because most of them don't work for the rest of our lives. But yeah, just understanding when we have to let go of that. Overall, just letting go. Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to let go and let God. That's what I've been doing. Letting go and letting God. Like literally, like I'm a control freak, and like even learning to accept the fact that I can't control everything. Because let's be for real right now. Nothing in our life we can control besides ourselves. Like literally. And anybody who thinks otherwise, babes, you got a lot to learn about life. As well as understanding like in your chapters as well, like when you hit a certain age and you're like, wait, I can finally like you hit an age where you're like, I don't have to hang around certain family members anymore. Or like I don't have to go to family parties anymore. And I feel like you should do it. It's gonna be feel selfish or it's gonna feel some type of way. But I feel like if the people who are meant to be the nicest to you or like are meant to bring you peace are bringing you discomfort and overall no peace, literally, because it's like, why am I taking like it's my day off? Like for people who work or go to school or like you're so focused on other things, and it's like the least they can be is nice to me. I didn't have to come. I'm at an age where I can decide to come or not. And that's what family members don't acknowledge. It's like, babes, I came here because I wanted to come, not because my mom forced me to come, because I wanted to come. And then, like, if you're Hispanic, they hit you with the, ay, ya no te dejas ver, and this and that. Like, babes, you're literally so annoying. You irritate me to the point where, like, I don't even want to come to these events. I've been the cousin, that one cousin that just stops showing up. I was that cousin for like a good amount of time. Why? Because it took me a long time to realize that I'm taking time out of my day to come to these events. You know, it's like, and you're being bogus to me, or like you're throwing indirectas. It's like, why would I want to be here? Why? You know. So I'm saying like when you open new chapters or start new chapters, I mean, you need to understand that you hit a certain age where you don't have to people please. And people pleasing is a bad thing too, because people pleasing, in other words, is like you're manipulating people into thinking that you're some type of way when you're not. I used to think people pleasing was a good thing. Like, oh, I'm people pleasing too much. Like, people love me, this and that. But it's like, no, they only like you because you created this version of yourself that's wanted to be like a version of yourself that everyone likes. But that's not your personality. That's not who you are. So of course they're gonna fall in love with somebody. Like, of course they are. If someone's wearing a mask of like that everyone likes, and then you take it off and you show your true self, people aren't gonna like you. People aren't gonna like you, not the version you created, because the version you created they all loved. That's what people pleasing is. But when you take off that mask, it's showing your true identity. Some people are gonna like it though, but those are the good people. Those are the people who actually like you for you. And when you take it off and some people hate you, they're gonna not like you, and those are the people you need to stay away from, because why don't you like me for me? You know? But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, just keep going. I feel like if you're going through really big struggles in life, like I'm saying, like obstacle against obstacle against obstacle against obstacle, remember, the bigger the struggle, the bigger the blessing. And I can like sit here and be like, your blessing is coming January, your blessing is coming July, your blessing is coming August. It comes when you least expect it, but when it's needed the most, and when you're ready to handle it. Because sometimes your blessing, if it were given to you right now, you wouldn't know what to do with it. So I feel like whatever you believe in, your highest power, I believe in God. So I believe God doesn't give me what I want in the moment that I ask, because I truly don't believe that I'm ready for it. So I feel like God's timing is always right. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm trying to be more consistent. But like, if y'all can drop down comments of like videos y'all want to see, like topics y'all want to hear about, I'm open to ideas. Thank you.